For thousands of years, these colossal monuments have stood tall on the Giza Plateau, rising from the desert like giants carved in stone. They are symbols of power, ingenuity, and mystery. And yet, for all their fame, the pyramids remain an enigma that continues to puzzle historians, scientists, and explorers to this day. The official story tells us that the Great Pyramid of Giza was built around 2500 BC for Pharaoh Khufu. Tens of thousands of workers, armed only with copper chisels, ropes, and wooden sledges, supposedly cut and dragged over 2 million massive stone blocks into place over 20 years. It is described as a triumph of human determination. But when we look deeper, the cracks in this story begin to show. Chapter 1. Scale Beyond Belief. Let's consider the scale. The Great Pyramid contains an estimated 2.3 million blocks, some weighing up to 80 tons. And yet, we are told it was completed in just 20 years. That means one stone placed every 2 minutes, day and night, without pause, for 2 decades straight. Even today, with cranes, trucks, and laser precision, such a pace would be staggering. For men armed only with ropes and wooden sledges, it borders on the impossible. So we must ask, could it really have been done this way? Or was there lost knowledge, techniques beyond anything recorded in history? Chapter 2. Precision without tools. The Great Pyramid is not only massive, it is precise. Its alignment to true north is nearly perfect, off by less than 3/60ths of a degree. Even with today's GPS and laser-guided instruments, such accuracy is difficult to achieve. And yet, this was done over 4,000 years ago, without compasses, satellites, or modern surveying equipment. Its base stretches across more than 13 acres, forming an almost perfect square. The difference between the longest and shortest sides? Less than 20 centimeters. Imagine the skill required to maintain such accuracy while cutting, transporting, and positioning millions of stones. Inside, the mystery deepens. The joints between many of the blocks are so tight, so flawlessly fitted, that not even a razor blade can slip between them. Some blocks appear to have been shaped with machine-like precision, as if molded or cut with technology beyond the reach of copper chisels and stone hammers. To put this into perspective, even today, stonemasons working with advanced tools would struggle to achieve this level of perfection on a project of such enormous scale. For a Bronze Age civilization, it should have been impossible. And yet, the evidence stands in plain sight. So how was it done? Did the builders possess techniques that have been lost to history? Did they understand principles of mathematics, engineering, and measurement far beyond what we give them credit for? Or could it be that they inherited knowledge from an earlier, more advanced civilization, one whose legacy has been buried in the sands of time? The precision of the Great Pyramid is more than a feat of construction. It is a message carved into stone, challenging us to reconsider everything we think we know about the ancient world. Chapter 3. Secrets Hidden Within. For centuries, explorers have entered the Great Pyramid in search of treasure, wisdom, or answers. Yet, the deeper we look, the stranger the mystery becomes. Modern scanning technologies, using muon detectors and advanced imaging, have revealed something astonishing. Vast hidden chambers, sealed off for thousands of years, untouched since the day the pyramid was built. These voids are not small. Some are massive, stretching the length of a passenger jet. And yet, their purpose remains unknown. Why were these chambers created, and why have they never been opened? What secrets might they hold? Knowledge deliberately concealed from the outside world? Artifacts that could rewrite human history? Or something so profound, it has been kept from us for reasons we cannot yet understand. But the enigma does not end with the chambers. On the very stones themselves, clues remain, etched into granite harder than steel. Spiral grooves inside drill holes suggest tools spinning at a speed no primitive hand tool could achieve. Perfectly. Straight saw marks cut across blocks, as if by modern machinery. These are not the rough scratches of copper chisels. They are the unmistakable signatures of advanced technology. And yet, according to the history books, no such tools existed in Khufu's Egypt. No lathes, no high-speed drills, no precision saws, just ropes, sledges, and simple hammers. So we are left with a question that grows louder the deeper we search. If the ancient Egyptians did not possess this knowledge, then who did? Were these techniques passed down from a forgotten civilization, long erased from history? Or are we staring at evidence of something even more extraordinary, a transfer of knowledge from beyond our world? The Great Pyramid keeps its secrets well, and perhaps those secrets were never meant for us to uncover. Chapter 4. A Global Pattern. The riddle of the pyramids does not end in Egypt. Across the globe, in lands separated by vast oceans and thousands of miles, we find the same mysterious shapes rising from the earth, pyramids. In Mexico, the ancient Maya and Aztec civilizations built massive stone pyramids like Teotihuacan's Pyramid of the Sun and Chichen Itza's El Castillo. These structures were not only places of worship, but also astronomical instruments, perfectly aligned with the movements of the sun and stars. Half a world away, in China, enormous pyramid-like mounds still lie hidden beneath layers of soil and vegetation. Some rise higher than 200 feet, and many remain unexplored, guarded and restricted from excavation. What secrets lie beneath these silent earthen giants? Along the Nile in Sudan, hundreds of smaller pyramids stand, their steep angles cutting against the desert sky. Though less famous than those of Giza, they too suggest a tradition of pyramid building deeply embedded in human history. And in Indonesia, at Gunung Padang, researchers have uncovered what may be the oldest pyramid-like structure on Earth, an ancient complex buried beneath volcanic rock, possibly dating back more than 10,000 years. If confirmed, it would predate every known civilization, rewriting the story of human origins. How could cultures with no recorded contact, separated by oceans and vast stretches of time, create such similar monuments? Were these pyramids born of coincidence, different peoples arriving at the same idea by chance? Or do they point to something greater, the fingerprints of a forgotten, global civilization whose knowledge once spanned the entire Earth? And if such a civilization existed, what happened to it? Why do we find only echoes of its presence, scattered across continents like fragments of a puzzle waiting to be solved? The answer may lie not only in the stones of Giza, but in the hidden monuments of the world, silent witnesses to a story far older and far more mysterious than the history we've been taught. Chapter 5. Power and the Stars. For centuries, the pyramids have been seen as tombs, final resting places for the mighty pharaohs of Egypt. But what if this is the greatest misconception of all? What if these colossal monuments were never built to house the dead, but to serve the living? Some researchers propose a radical idea, that the pyramids were machines, massive power plants designed to harness the natural energies of the earth itself. Their very shape, the iconic pyramid form, may not have been symbolic at all, but functional. A geometry that channels invisible forces, amplifying vibrations, or even generating power on a scale we still cannot fully comprehend. Could the ancients have known secrets about energy, about the earth, that modern science is only beginning to rediscover? And then, there are those who look not to the earth, but to the sky. The three pyramids of Giza, when seen from above, are not arranged randomly. They align with astonishing accuracy to the stars of Orion's belt, a constellation that the Egyptians associated with Osiris, the god of death, rebirth, and eternal life. This alignment is so precise, so deliberate, that it defies coincidence. It suggests intent, purpose, a cosmic blueprint written across the desert sands. But why? Were the pyramids designed as observatories to track the movements of the heavens? Or were they something more profound, cosmic gateways, bridges between Earth and the stars? If the pharaohs believed they could ascend to join the gods, then perhaps these monuments were not tombs at all, but launch points for the soul, doorways to eternity carved from stone. And if that is true, then the pyramids are more than just monuments of Egypt. They are messages from the stars themselves, ancient reminders that humanity's story has always been written in the heavens. Chapter 6. History's greatest cover-up. And then, the most controversial idea of all, that the knowledge to build the pyramids may not have come from Earth at all. Some argue extraterrestrial beings shared their knowledge with humanity in the distant past. Mainstream historians dismiss this as fantasy. But one fact remains: the official story does not add up. If the pyramids were built by a lost civilization, then human history is far older and far stranger than we have been taught. If they were machines, then ancient peoples understood energy in ways we are only beginning to rediscover. And if they were gifts from the stars, then humanity's place in the universe is not what we think. So, who really built the pyramids? Pharaoh Khufu's workers? A forgotten global civilization? Or beings from beyond our world? One thing is certain. The pyramids hold secrets that could rewrite the history of the world. And perhaps that is why their true story has been kept from us for so long. This is Twisted Chapter, where history takes a turn into the unknown. If you enjoyed this journey into one of history's greatest mysteries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode.